Hello there. My name is Mustafa. I'm a solutions engineer here at Action1, and in this short webinar, I am here to show you how we can create an integration between Action1 and Zapier. Now, you can see right here on the screen that I'm showing you that we already have some articles giving you this information, but the aim of this particular webinar is to actually give you some pointers to set up that integration. Now, let's first head over to ChatGPT to tell us exactly what Zapier is, just to help you along in this initial phase. Zapier is a popular automation platform that connects thousands of apps and services so they can work together automatically, and this is the important bit, without requiring you to write code. All we need to do within the Zapier platform is to create a trigger which starts the automation and then complete the process with an action or, in fact, multiple actions. So what we need to do, first of all, is to actually set up API credentials for a role within Action1. So you can see here, I've actually come into the roles page within Action1, and I have created a role just for Zapier. And if I go to the permissions, you can actually see what I've added in here. I've added in view. This is important, by the way. It's not a manage permission. It's a read-only view permission. So I've added in view automations and history and view vulnerabilities. And then what I need to do is to go to the API credentials page. I'm not going to do it here because, of course, it will show sensitive information. But just click on the Create API Credentials button, and we will shortly pass those credentials over to Zapier in order to get that integration set up. I'm actually going to set up the Zapier integration with my Gmail. So later on within this webinar, we will hopefully see an email come into this platform as a result of the integration that I've set up. So within Zapier, by the way, you can actually use a free trial within Zapier if you want to just test it out. What we want to do here is to create a Zap. So I'm going to click on Zap. And now you can see, as mentioned earlier, we need to add a trigger event, which I'm going to set up within Action1. And the action following it is going to be the Gmail message. So first of all, this is going to be how easy it is. I'm going to click on trigger, and it's going to offer me a number of applications. By the way, you can see over 9,000 applications here. I'm going to select Action 1. And now you can see on the right-hand side where we need to configure exactly what is happening within the trigger. If I select trigger event, you can see it offers me 3 different types of triggers: an automation completing, new missing update, and new vulnerability. You can imagine how any of these would be potentially very useful, but I'm going to select automation completed. And I'm not going to do this bit because, of course, as mentioned, it would show sensitive information. But I will show you a screenshot of the type of information that is expected. This is how you set up the integration. First, you select hosting region, and then you take 2 key pieces of information from the API credentials that we would have set up earlier and plug them in right here. And once you've done that, this particular screen is ready to be finished. So that's completed, and now we can go on to the second part of the process, which is the action. So we've already selected one part of the process within Action 1. We can now theoretically select any application which is contained within this list. I'm going to select Gmail. And again, on the right-hand side, we need to configure this. Of course, we have already selected the application. We now need to select an event. I'm going to send an email, and I need to select an account. So I'm going to go for Action 1 Gmail account. And I need to add in some additional information here. I'm going to send it actually to my own account, Action1 testing at gmail.com. And we need to put in a subject, test, subject, and a test body. And then I'm going to complete and then hit test step. I'm now going to head over to my Gmail address. And in my experience, within a few seconds, this automation works. So let's give it a few seconds. Don't let us down now. There you go. Zapier has completed the test, telling me that the configuration has worked correctly. I'm just going to head back to Zapier for a few more seconds so that you can see if we click on any of these applications. Sorry, let's add a new one here. Add new step so that you can see a variety of applications that you can link to. Of course, these are just the top apps here. If we click on apps here, You can actually see many more different categories here: premium apps, AI apps, etc. You can have a browse through these. Perhaps it will give you an idea of something that you have contained within your portfolio that might be able to help you even further than what I have shown you today. I really hope that has helped you and that this webinar can offer you some value. Take care.